Alright, last time on the Dragon of Icespire Peak, you guys explored more of the Tower of Storms, the lighthouse that was luring in ships with its beating red light, or green light, and causing ships to crash upon the shores. The previous game, you killed the orc that was kind of looking over the lighthouse, and then eventually, when you went to the summit of or the top of the lighthouse, you found its beating heart glowing green in the beacon, and after destroying it, the rains around the lighthouse kind of lessened, and a beam of light appeared on the roof, and Verikan, you gave Chaka's new sword a blessing from Corellian, the elven god. And you did such a good job that Chaka's new sword is the Dragon's Bane can glow with sunlight as a bonus action. So it's a pretty cool sword.
That's nice.
Be great for killing vampires.
Oh, that's right. You were around Brice last game. Yeah, Brice.
I needed that recap.
As the wolf. As the wolf dog.
Is the good boy.
But you decided to explore some of the abandoned shipwrecks. The talking crab managed to give you a +1 battle axe, which Murook took. And also, upon retrieving the enchanted conch, you gave it back to the spirit of the sea elf, who kind of returned to the sea in peace and left behind the conch, which Chaka took. And in the shipwrecks, you found some treasure. You found a neat cloak. You found a mermaid statue. But you also found 3 hunter sharks. In addition, including the one fierce one called Daggermaw. And Dartigon and BigFellow very wisely chose to run, but Little Man was kind of caught up all alone in the middle of the ocean. And one of the hunter sharks took a bite out of him and carried him away.
My little man, gone.
I heard that. That makes me so sad.
Yep.
It was.
The lament of Little Man.
We'll buy you.
And upon returning to the lighthouse, you'll have a somber moment as you mourn Little Man. But that's where you guys are. You are still in the Tower of Storms. The sun is beginning to set. Should be only few more hours of daylight, like 2 or 3 hours. And the sun began to shine for a little bit, but then the rain just continues. And you're noticing a pattern of a light rain during the day and then a heavy rain at night, for the most part. But the storm on the distance seems to have lessened greatly. So, after killing the heart, but that's where you guys are right now. You're in the the Tower of Storms, and it's and the sun is beginning to set.
Can Verikan do a prayer for Little Man?
Well, I can always do a prayer. Not sure if do robot dogs do they fall under Corellin or?
Yes.
Corellian's light falls upon us all.
True. I'm sure he's good for just about everything else too. Corellin, please guide our fallen a robot talking dog to his resting place, where there's lots of metal bones, I guess. Oops.
You're doing great.
Hello, Magic. I haven't done many eulogies.
And how many have been for adorable robot dogs?
Surprisingly less.
Well, considering you've never done it before, you're doing a fine job.
Thank you.
BigFellow's like wiping away his dry eyes with a handkerchief.
He was not only man's best friend, he was Lizardfolk's best friend as well.
I mean, man's best friend may not be the right term, but he was a best friend.
We have one human.
Kalashtar.
I feel like your familiar is feeling this one suddenly.
Also, if you remember, BigFellow found a suitable Warforged body in the shipwrecks that seems to be a good fit for the head of his former captain.
All we need now is some time to tinker with it. Perhaps we should have a long rest here, maybe by the altar of electricity.
Oh, that's a good... Because it's still raining and storming, right? I know you said it lessened, but it's still happening.
Yeah, it's been raining consistently for nearly 3 or 4 days since you've left town.
Man, that's just not natural.
Did little man hear Verikan's prayer?
Accessing databanks.
Do a religion check.
Yeah. Should I do?
Me?
I guess I'll do the religion check since she has.
Well, Verikan needs to see if his
Oh
prayer
yeah.
goes to the robot afterlife.
Yeah, so I'll have to do the religion check.
Come on, Verikan.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Yes, yes.
You think there's a good chance that wherever little man is, he's feeling loved at the moment.
Praise Corellan.
Praise be.
Glory!
Praise Robot Corella. He's now a robot. Yeah, but you're more than welcome to take a long rest in the lighthouse. It's safe from the elements.
I like the idea of using the electricity room.
What?
I shall take this scrap body and I shall make my way that way.
Don't do anything inappropriate.
Everything was inappropriate. I'm an abomination.
He shouldn't even be alive. Maybe we clear out this dead body. I'm going to drag the harpy body out to the outside so we don't have to sleep with it.
Good idea. BigFellow, you have a couple options during your long rest.
Right.
You can use your time to make a new Steel Defender.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can tinker with the Warforged body you found and try to get it back online.
I want to do that option. Because I wouldn't want little man's like salvage to go in vain. Like he brought the body up, and to ignore it would be to defile his memory or to tarnish his actions.
Make his sacrifice in vain.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Don't make his sacrifice go in vain.
That's close enough. That's even better.
yeah.
Well,
I was dancing around the right words. I couldn't find it.
Well, you're grieving, so
Yeah.
And what is grief?
So I
but
want you. I
loves
want you to give
perseverance.
me. Exactly. So I want you to get, BigFellow. I want you to do a Arcana roll with your, what is it called? The bonus, proficiency bonus, because you're using your Smith's tools.
All right. How do I find out my proficiency bonus?
I think
It's gonna be 2. It's just
Yeah.
plus 2.
Right.
Again.
So that's based on your level.
yes.
Ooh.
Oh shoot. Oh no.
That's bad.
Oh no.
So you spent some time messing with the robot head, but you think you crossed a wire and the optical sensors on the head seem to go out.
Oh.
Boo.
And if you want to roll again to continue to tinker with it, that's
Maybe we
considered
should-
one failure. So you tinker some more, and you get some motor functions in the mouth going. It seems to have connected to the power source in the chest, which is pretty resilient. But the important stuff in a Warforged is in the head and the brain area. It starts to. It seems to have some motor movement within its head now. It can look around.
Captain, can you hear me? Blink once for yes, and blink twice for very yes.
The head continues to like swivel around, and the mouth is opening and closing, but like the sound that's coming out is like a static radio. Like there's some sort of interference. And you can continue to tinker.
Do I hit the Arcana button again?
Yep.
Right, hold on, I gotta reload in the game. Sarah
That's my fault.
logged off the thing.
Not on purpose.
Sure.
Very much on purpose.
No, it wasn't.
Technically, you should have had a +2 on that 8.
Are you proficient in Arcana already?
For me, I don't know where to look for that.
Do you have a black dot next to it?
Oh no, I do not have a black dot next to it.
Okay. Then yeah, you would have had +2 on both of those.
I'm using Arcana kind of like tinkering. And it says you have
Yeah.
proficiency with Smith's tools.
Nope.
Then you get the bonus.
I think
But
that's fair.
With that 10 still would have been technically a failure. So if you want to continue to,
Well, then why did you even point it out?
I was just reminding him to
Just to
add-
drive just to remind.
So
You're
what
still
do I
a
do now?
failure on Warforged. Roll Arcana check if you want to continue.
So another Arcana check then.
Not a check, just a roll. It's the same thing, I think.
Ooh.
So 17. So you start to fiddle with the vocal commands, and you start to hear some speech come out as the mouth moves, and you hear a voice go, "Please identify yourself. My visual sensors are damaged."
Name is BigFellow, serial number 4136.
Scanning. Voice identified. Codename BigFellow. This is codename Captain 411.
He's got all the info.
He's Captain Exposition.
Escalate. Status on situation update.
That is what I wish to ask you, Captain. Please let us know what your last memories were.
Unit BigFellow, is your speech processor damaged?
My speech processor is not damaged.
Speech pattern irregular. Robotic.
Does that mean I have to tinker with him a little bit more?
He thinks you sound weird.
Oh. I place my I comically place my my robot mouth next to where his robot ear should be. Can you hear me now? Is this better?
Lowering volume.
I've been in stasis for many centuries. The war has concluded, but I have no idea what has befallen you. I know what has befallen our old empire. It has been reduced to ashes, and the survivors assimilated with the local kingdoms.
He remains still for a moment, like he's processing. And he goes, last recording is of the Phandelver Alliance. What was it? The Phandelver Pact failing was my last recorded memory after orcs attacked. And our ship, the Leviathan, repaired, and survivors returned to our realm. You were left behind.
As were you, apparently. Oh. I was most certainly left behind. They told me to stay put, and yet, yes, I did do that.
You were one of the centuries.
I was one of the
staying
centuries,
behind.
yes. And I stayed for many centuries.
Haha. This unit was damaged in combat. Other superior officers either deactivated or returned on the Leviathan.
Is Leviathan that ship that sank?
He goes, please initiate a peer-to-peer data transfer.
Very well.
As a Warforged, you would know you have to do some sort of robot thing to kind of connect to each other.
I take out his SIM card from his side and I put it into my into my head.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There are no peers around here.
Hey, you're not USB?
Technology jokes.
And you see a recording kind of like you did before. Instead of a ship crashing, you see a view from the shore of a large whale-like vehicle ascending from the ocean and flying in the sky.
Nice.
And you hear the voice of the captain go, the Leviathan mission in this realm was a failure. Returning to Eberron for further instructions.
That means I am alone. There are no more like me. Except for maybe you.
Chances of other survivors surviving for so many years are beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, small.
Well, I was in dormant stasis as a statue. Maybe I should go inspect every other statue.
So was your mission protecting the Colossus a success?
I do not know. The people who were out, who had me stand guard, never returned.
You were stationed in Connieberry, the village of Connieberry, yes?
Accessing databanks. Connieberry does sound familiar. I will have to say,
But you know-
yes.
But even though you know you weren't, you were in Fandel. Fandel.
That's why I said a soft yes.
Then the Colossus remains undisturbed. Correct?
Your logic is sound. Upon further examination, I could give you a more solid answer, Captain.
Are you asking for more information?
No, I'm saying I don't know if the Colossus is still active. So I'd have to say for myself.
Were you aware of your mission? Why you stayed behind?
No, I was not aware. I was just told to stay behind and look after the camp.
Oh.
Did it do something bad?
Colossus was a Warforged weapon that was to be used against the Orc armies, but proved too unpredictable. So we deactivated it and buried it underneath the town of Connieberry, where you were to remain sentry to it.
If it is a weapon that is used for the orcs, perhaps it could be used in our fight against the dragon.
After so many centuries, the Colossus's mainframe was already damaged nearly beyond repair. If it is to be awakened, it would surely be a mindless husk.
Well, then I say if we do find this Colossus, we could probably awaken it in the vicinity of said dragon. Or perhaps I can learn how to rebuild its mainframe.
I feel tired. This body's power core is weak. Request to be put in hibernation mode
Request
until I need it again.
request granted, Captain.
I'll ring down.
Of all the Warforged that I knew, he was by far the most human.
Blind.
Well, now we know there's a giant robot under
Connieberry.
Barry.
We could go get some more Butterskulls.
Can you? The first one was pretty good. Now, as a Warforged, can you transfer your consciousness to another Warforged body?
Let's find out.
Because if you can, then
I
perhaps the Colossus.
I don't know if you want that body.
Well, the Colossus though could sounds powerful.
We're talking about putting BigFellow into a really big fellow.
or I could make another steel defender to go on the inside of it.
Ah,
Just like imagine Little Man at the wheel.
be like a Power Ranger in a Zord.
Wait,
There's a damaged Warforged weapon that was buried under Connieberry. And you were standing guard in the wrong town. So, oops.
Classic BigFellow.
You win
Oh,
some.
you were close enough. You
Well,
were at
with
least
more
in the.
tinkering, you think you can get the captain like moving around, so you can spend the rest of the night doing that, and everyone can take a long rest. Six? Oh yeah, never mind. You all his arms and legs pop off. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, are
Yeah,
you
like
really?
test dummy.
Maybe easier to transport him around though without any legs and arms, like a C-3PO.
Hang on, backwards.
So everyone gets a long rest but me, right?
Oh no, you can take a long rest.
Okay.
It's a relaxing enough activity for you.
Yeah, you need
Zyzzyx,
Well-
you can take a long rest too.
I am long resting.
And we got D'Artagnan's already beat us to the punch and has been resting for quite some time.
Yes. He doesn't find
Maybe-
any of this
maybe-
reanimating old robots very, very special.
You know, maybe while we're sleeping and resting here, if we can leave the body on the altar. Maybe if lightning hits,
Oh,
it'll turn it into reanimate it into one of those lightning people, like the
that's a
Harper.
good idea.
Into a real boy.
Yes, so the rain is growing heavier as the night goes on, and the kind of remnants of a storm are happening. And let's see.
I put the remains of the Warforged on the altar.
81.
So a storm does happen during the night.
Oh yeah.
And let's see if lightning strikes.
Oh, damn it.
Lightning does not
Well,
strike.
we
the
don't
tower.
know what the target was, but
What?
The target was high.
oh, okay. Well, fine.
The when you killed the heart, it seemed to calm the storm. But it's raining heavily during the night, which for some people is very relaxing. You know, helps them sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Sure does. It sure just seems to be helping D'Artagnan.
I think while we're sleeping, Chaka Kahn sneaks into Murook's dream.
Filled with crab oil.
What are you? What?
What are you doing?
Just in his dream, saying, "What are you doing?"
I guess
All
you
this
entered
power, and this is what you do with it.
you entered my dream, and I'm just standing there looking at you like, what are you doing in here?
Like,
What a dream with you.
I was having a nice, pleasant, no dreamless sleep, and that's the way I like it.
Okay. Then I hop into Verikan's dream instead. Can I see what Verikan's doing?
You there, bud?
he's just sleeping hard, I guess.
He's in character, he's sleeping.
Alright, I'm gonna go to Zyzzyx's dream instead.
He's dreaming back of his old village and before the orc attacked, and then he dreams about the orc attack, and it's not a very pleasant dream. I'm sorry. Lots of children dying.
Damn.
I know. It's not great.
The only nice dream you've had so far is when you invaded the orc stream. You got little baby owlbears.
That owlbear is lost to sea now.
Oh no!
I was liberating that bugbear. So, or was he an orc? No, an orc.
Big
Yeah, I was
orc.
liberating the
Yeah.
orc so her spirit could ascend to the baby owl, whatever they're called.
Owlbear.
Owlbears.
Murder.
I mean, technically, maybe.
So one by one, you
I-
went through everyone's head. But they're not letting you. They're not letting you in. They're like, get out of here. Weirdo.
What are you doing? I'm dreaming. What are you doing?
I was having a nice, good sleep, and here you are mucking it up with your dreaming.
I liked it. That was funny.
You wake up the next morning and the rain's persisting, but like normal, during the daytime, it's more of a steady light rain than a heavy one.
Daylight.
But the sun is now rising.
Nice.
Praise be.
So, I was a dog, and I found a nice spot to sniff last time when you guys went outside. Did you finish off all the bad guys out there?
Pretty much. Well, most of them ran away.
Okay.
I mean, the harpies? Yeah.
No. The I'm talking about the sharks. I don't really know that they were. I
Oh,
guess
sharks.
you regaled me with all the stories. So were the sharks finished off?
No.
Do we need to finish or do we need to get vengeance for Little Man?
I don't
No.
think by this point they've gone far out to sea.
Okay.
Vengeance is not the way.
By now, Little Man has already self-destructed. We have partly got vengeance.
Okay.
Oh, have self-destruct on it.
How did you know one had a name? Did he tell you? Do sharks speak common?
The crab mentioned the name.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It had the little name tag.
It was the name tag in his teeth. That's how we knew it was.
Ew.
Maybe Dagger Maul was something that he ate, but it's been so long.
Had a
Yeah,
dagger
they-
in his teeth.
Okay. That would make sense.
So I'll move you to the map, just so you can remind yourselves what kind of stuff you were doing.
If I recall, after we explored the Tower of Storms, we were going to head back to Phandalin to see if they still needed the supplies brought up to the loggers' camp.
Nope. I was going to see while we were in town if I could pick up a shield. If I
Honey
could.
berry.
That goes.
Barbarians.
Been there for centuries. It could stay there for centuries more.
We have other more pressing needs. Plus, don't you want to go see your new Centaur paramour?
Zan?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Dan said he would wait for you near Falcon's hunting lodge.
Which is where we need to take supplies.
Oh no,
Next to Honeyberry.
no! We got to take supplies. We're taking supplies to the loggers' camp,
That's right.
which is close to the hunting lodge. So
Right. And Old Falcon at Falcon's Hunting Lodge may have a lead on the Cult of Talos, where, yeah.
Well, if you remember, the centaur knows where the rituals are being held.
Oh, I don't remember. Oh, the Circle of Thunder located within Neverwinter Wood. Something big is coming.
I mean, these. Well,
I wrote that down, so whether that's what you intended to convey or not, that is what I wrote down. Well, to be honest, I don't really see any unless the knowledge of what we've discovered about Coneyberry and what might be there. I don't see any need to change what our plans were.
Though at some point we do probably need to go to Coneyberry.
Yeah. At least get maybe get BigFellow some more hints of his past.
Maybe hints of the past. I could find out more about the Colossus.
might have done a bad job conveying it, but that was like most of the Warforged who came to this realm once their ship was fixed left it after they failed to win the war.
So you truly are one of a kind.
Said it's unlikely I'll find anything more out about the Colossus then.
All right, then to the Falcon's hunting lodge.
What do we get the supplies
We need to get the supplies from town
Mm-hmm.
to take the camp before we go to the hunting lodge.
Yeah, we gotta head to Phandalin to pick up that quest. And Murook was looking for a shield, right?
Yeah.
What weapon are you using nowadays?
I just picked up a +1 battle axe.
That's right. And battle on ice. Very nice.
So you're heading back to Phandalin?
Yes. Yeah.
So you start to travel along the Tribord Trail. Travel for a few hours. I want everyone to give me a perception.
Oh, does it? Oh, wait, does this involve sight or sound?
Sight.
Then I think I take and I have to roll advantage on that.
Are you here, Bun?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he have to? Were you not here a few minutes ago?
I didn't hear if you wanted me to roll too.
So Murook and Zyzzyx in the distance on the road. Since you rolled so high, you can see a horse and carriage running full speed on the muddy trail
Coming towards us.
towards us. You can see a pretty good distance away since you
Okay.
rolled so
Clear
high.
the road!
guys, look. There is something coming fast towards us. So it looks like a horse-drawn carriage.
As I
Cart.
said, clear the road.
Well, I mean, it's coming. It's far away. We have time.
Initiating road clearing programming.
Oh, I speak horse. You want me to tell them to stop?
I don't think there's going to be enough time to do that. Why don't we just get out of the way? We don't get.
As it gets closer,
I follow the
You
road
can
clearing
see-
protocol.
you can see two large beasts chasing after the horse and the horse and buggy.
Does it just look like a normal old merchant or traveler?
It looks like a merchant,
Okay.
We should,
like it's
we should
transporting something.
attack the beast.
What kind of beasts? Can we tell?
Give me a perception.
Okay.
No.
It seems to be like the size of a small bear. But it's running way too fast to be a bear. But you think in less than a moment, these things are going to overtake you.
Okay. I'm gonna hop off the side of the road. Oh,
Verikan, you notice that this large beast with hooves and tusk, and they appear to have riders on them.
Relatives of Murook?
Not quite.
Alright. I'm gonna hop off the side of the road and turn into a giant spider and cast web at them. What was it? What's it actually called? Web. It's called web.
So everyone has plenty of time to get out of the road. So you want to try to cast web on one of these beasts?
Yeah. If I okay, it's just one creature. Yeah. Are they side by side or is there one in front?
There seems to be one on either side of the cart.
Okay. I'm going to cast web on the one closest to me. Dang. Oh, no,
Okay,
that's
so
good. I
with
was
a
looking at the
natural-
wrong roll.
Oh,
No, it's good. That's good.
would that be a +5 anyway on attack?
It would be, yeah.
Oh wait, that's a web. Okay,
Right. It's
okay.
not no damage,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
So, maybe
But he
that's-
is restrained by on hit. He's restrained by webbing. As an action, the restrained target can make a DC 12 strength check, maybe for a crit. That DC gets a little higher, and it can also be attacked. And I guess I can just post this? No. I don't know how to post it.
Other than use VTT or something button.
Not it's because it's within one of my extras, so well, this there.
Sorry, this map isn't set up. Alright, so imagine a little bit of theater of the mind. A situation like this.
And I'm making the sound like Minecraft spiders. It's
The
disgusting.
horse whizzed by you. Horse and buggy. Including one of the riders. But Zyzzyx, you're able to web this giant boar.
Mm-hmm.
as
And
it
I'm going
runs by.
specifically for the boar, so that the idea is hopefully the rider may not stay on.
Yeah, so this rider, which appears to be an orc,
Oh, I hate orcs.
falls off, takes a little bit of damage, but is knocked prone. But as it runs by, this boar, you see a little bit off in the, a little bit far away from you. So like more like you guys are kind of over, like over here. The orc takes his axe, hits one of the horses, which kind of falls to the ground, and
Oh man, that's not cool.
in the carriage and its riders, it's like one of those NASCAR car wrecks, just flies to the ground. It does a flip.
I mean, it looks pretty cool. It sounds like, but it's not great.
But I want everyone to roll initiative.
What?
Oh, sorry, I did it twice.
Whoa.
I didn't click on you. Sorry.
I forgot to click on me too. I have a 19 though.
Yeah, you can edit the number.
Yeah. All right. Pop it up.
I got
I got the same thing.
Yeah,
How convenient.
BigFellow. No. Oh no, it worked. Chaka Khan's 10. Somehow that worked.
I'm at 2. I will be going last.
Can you add our items icons to the turn order? We have to type in our numbers.
Just add it and then roll again and then type in what it should be.
Oh well, okay.
Oh, I don't want to roll again.
I'll do it then.
Rolling's the most fun part.
It's true. Like, why are you playing D&D if you don't want to roll?
Excuse me?
Why are you playing?
I rolled already.
But any chance to roll more.
Yeah, but you said to use the numbers from the first roll, so it's like, no.
Wait,
I didn't like my first roll numbers.
Oh.
Rolling
Okay,
to,
I just rolled
rolling
a
to
20.
see how much I like rolling.
That's how it works.
This is how it- Yes, it is.
Pretty
That's
cool.
why I didn't want to do this. Cruel.
BigFellow, what did you roll?
I wrote it in right now.
His
18
first one was 8.
18 and a 10 for Chaka.
I did roll 20 the second time. That matters.
Doesn't count.
So this boar is webbed.
Oh, the turn order away.
So that means it's like restrained.
Yeah, the specific mechanic on it is... I'm gonna pull him back up again, sorry. He is restrained, yeah. So, like I said, as an action, he can try to break the webbing with a DC 12 strength check. But he is restrained.
Let's say he takes some falling damage too since he was running full speed. He's 4 damage. He's webbed, so he's squealing. Tries to break free. That's a strength check, you said?
Yes.
Rolls an 8.
It is 12 is what he's trying. So he has continued to be restrained.
The orc got thrown off, kind of. Gets to his feet. Shakes his head. Little butterflies are flying around his... But he sees you guys on the side of the road. And the first thing he sees is you, Murook. So he's gonna go and
Like, does that,
attack you.
like, he moved into my range. Doesn't that mean I can attack of opportunity or
Nope,
something?
that's when he moves out of your range.
Nobody out
So
of
the
the...
turn order is on my screen.
Sorry, my fault. You know me.
You do have issues with the turn order.
23. $23, Murook.
Oh, it hits.
Yes, it does do damage. You take 6 damage.
Are you sure? Is that... Oh, wait, I'm not rigged. So, yeah.
It's a 1d6 plus 3. This doesn't have, for some reason, the attack doesn't work on it. Where I'm sure I have.
So, yeah, I take full damage on
And he
that.
goes, "You caused me quite a tumble."
Oh, look at me! Look at the giant spider!
I'm making that noise.
He looks over and he goes, "Ah!"
I do the thing like with my two friends. I point to my eyes and I point to his, but I've got 8 eyes, so I'm got all my legs pointing at my eyes and then pointing at him.
Ew.
It's really unsettling.
But the other orc is going to attack, or the other boar continues to attack the horse. that derailed the carriage.
No.
The horse? He's still going after the horse?
Of course.
Yeah.
This guy sucks.
Yeah.
I know Chaka's
This is
being
not
all
to-
that. She's
This
pissed.
is not to kill the horse.
She likes horses.
No!
Wow.
Killing dogs, now you're killing horses? What is this game?
Wow.
It's a monster.
I can't handle this game.
It's a rough one.
But he's gonna run over to one of the dwarfs that was on the cart. Take a swing at him. Oh yeah. In one hit, this dwarf just falls over dead.
No.
Dang, we are just.
Jeez.
They're probably just really weak dwarfs.
Corellin will protect him.
This is a super.
I think that I am going to. Well, first of all, I need to see if my web recharges. Hey, Joey, I want to make sure I understand the recharge rules of things. It says recharge 5-6, and that means that I roll a d6 on a return, and if I land a 5 or 6, it recharges. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Do that at the beginning of your turn.
Which is now.
Oh, nice!
Huzzah! Okay. I don't really need it. Well, actually, that could help me. So I am going to. Oh, what's my range on that? Every time I do something, it closes my spider window, so I have. So that's why I'm.
Yeah.
Range is 30/60. Okay, so I am, since I have it back, I am going to move, which I get. Actually, let's see. If I move to here, then I'm not necessarily going to take an attack of opportunity, but will I be within 30 feet? No. Shoot. Well, okay. I'm just going to dash all the way out to here then. And that may get... I don't know if that's going to opportunity attack that anything, but that's what I want to do.
So you get 30 feet movement, and then 60 feet to attack. So you could hit him.
I could from there, you think?
It's a 60
Oh,
foot-
30.
it's a
It is
60 foot attack,
60.
yeah.
It is 60. You're right. I guess it says 30/60. Does that mean disadvantage because it's too far? If I'm going above 30?
If you're doing it, I'm always confused by ranged attacks. It means that if it's within that range, it's not disadvantage.
So within the first one, but the second one, if it's just the same as like a short bow, then that's what that means. If it's within the first
Yeah,
range.
Pretty long for a web attack. You're right. So yeah, it'll be disadvantage.
All right, I'm still gonna try it. Wait,
Mark was
Well.
here. He would know.
let's say 7. I'm gonna assume a 7.
Oh,
is
are you for the
probably not-
4?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does not hit.
Okay.
But he does notice you.
Good. Maybe we'll stop killing dwarves. And horses. Okay, that is me. I am done.
Big fella.
From where I am, so let me look at the range of my crossbow. 80 feet. All right. I'm gonna take aim and shoot at this guy with my crossbow.
Which guy?
Ah, shit.
This guy.
That guy.
Sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, 10 does not hit.
10 does not hit. Just whizzes right past his ear.
Yep.
I guess what I will do is, well, the boar is like tangled, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move my way down this way. And am I allowed to ready an attack? Or
You already attacked.
all right.
Welcome to D&D.
Yeah, I keep forgetting these things. But that'll be the end of my turn. I'm gonna be right there.
Verikan.
Okay. Let's see. Get a bit closer, and Karelin bids you stop and cast Guiding Bolt at the orc.
On the boar.
But well, the orc that's attacking them, right?
The boar's attacking.
Oh, yeah, the boar.
Which
Sorry.
orc? This one or this one?
The one that's actually attacking them. Yeah, that one.
Okay. 17 hits. That's 16 damage.
Yep. And if I remember
Yes, this.
right, until the next attack roll made against it has advantage because it's not glowy.
It doesn't matter because he gets knocked off. Falls to the ground. And he's also dead.
No.
Nice shot.
Glory!
Chaka.
Well, are the boars as much of a threat without the orcs?
Well, give me a perception.
Actually, wouldn't this be animal handling?
I would imagine that anything as large as a horse would be threatening.
These things seemed well trained and seemed to be used as weapons of war. But without a rider, they may be persuaded to flee.
When I can speak to animals, maybe I should run up to them and then say, "Go on, get out of here."
You can't spell for magic handling. That's not for talking to animals.
I'm gonna cast my animal. Wait, what?
Speak to
Speak
animals.
to animals.
Down there.
There, cast it.
And then you tell it to go on.
Did I do it?
Yeah, you did.
Go on, get out of here.
Are you talking to the boars or the horses?
I'm talking to the boar. The horse is
Okay.
dead.
Well, there's another horse that's alive.
Dude, I'm trying to protect the dwarf and the reavers, man.
Okay.
And the other horse, for real.
You hear the boar's voice. Kill master!
Can I, wait, what do I...
Respond.
Your master, I'll be your master now.
Skewer you!
What? I'm sorry, I can't hear your accent. It's too boorish.
I believe.
It's too boorish.
If you want to try to calm this thing down, give me an animal handling check and a reasonable thing you're going to say to it.
I think that joke was enough for it.
Whoop.
Go on, get.
It's not listening to you.
No, wait, okay. What do boars like to eat?
Kings.
Kings.
Children.
Kings to the north. Go
Bards.
now. What? Bards? No, I'm not a bard.
Yeah, you're not able to get through to it. It's in a battle rage.
Fine.
And you're also standing right next to it.
Trying to calm it down. Like I'm
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Well, it was worth a try.
Alright. Well.
The remaining dwarf yells out, thanks for the help, but I'm getting out of here. And she basically disengages and runs as far as she can. And these two Reavers, she recognizes as members of the Stone Cold Reavers, saying, we didn't get paid for any of this. Screw the cargo. And they also run away.
Wow. They're not very good employees.
Look. Oh, hey, look. Free loot. Alright. Well, what's this guy sitting right next to me? First of all, I'm a little miffed, so I'm gonna go. It's time for some rage. Alright. Sure. Okay, make sure I got this right. Okay, rage. And roll a d6 for the wild surge fun times. Let's see what the dice gods give me today. All right, it is 3. An intangible spirit, which looks like a flump or a pixie, your choice, appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you. At the end of the current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect again, summoning another spirit on each of your turns as a bonus action.
That's
so. Having said all that, as I stand near here, I'm starting to get mad. A pixie appears. Probably
You
next
mean a flump?
what is it? It says a flump or a pixie. My choice.
I think it should be a flump.
a flump does sound like it would fit Murook better.
Shoots flaunt.
Okay, fine. It's a flump.
It is a flump.
What is a flump?
Little. Let me try to describe it to you.
Please do.
This little. Imagine a top of a mushroom with wiggly eye stalks pointing in random directions and jellyfish-like tentacles surrounded by barbs. And every few seconds it just farts out the word flump.
Okay, yeah.
And this is
Flump makes more sense.
Yeah, doesn't it?
I look at this flump and I wonder. Sometimes I wonder about myself. But since it's here, I set it right next to Mr. Orc right in front of me. Right here, in fact.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let me change that and move him over here so that I'm not within 5 feet of it.
good idea.
And then with my actual action, I'm going to attack it for the first time with my brand new battle axe.
Yay!
Nice.
You found bottom of the sea.
Oh, crab found
Crab gave you. Thank goodness for that +1. because it just hits him. He takes 9 damage.
Nice.
It was distracted by the flump. He goes, "Is that a flump? I hate flumps!" Ugh.
Yeah, and if you hate it now, you're gonna hate it you're gonna hate it even more right now.
What do you mean?
As he says that, it explodes. It explodes, making him take 3 force damage.
Nice.
The jellyfish.
Yeah, he's looking really, really damaged. As the flump goes flump, and just explodes in a shower of flump guts.
Told you.
And what do flump guts look like?
No.
Imagine like when the graboids from Tremors explode. Just
Oh, so it's
bright orange guts.
Yeah.
Nice.
This orc is very unhappy.
This boar that's still entangled. Gonna try to break free. It's still
That's not gonna do
can't
it.
break free. It rolled a 4,
Yeah.
so it's like squealing around on its side. This one though doesn't like you, Chaka.
Mm-mm.
Oh shit.
14.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that hit.
Oh, good. 0 damage.
Oh,
I don't know why
nice.
some of these
Nah.
don't do that. Yeah, you take 6 damage. As it like grazes you with one of its tusks. Zyzzyx.
Right. Hey, so I do get web back again. I am not going to use it. I am going to come up to here, and I am going to bite that boar with my big spider bites.
I kind of wish you had
kind of
bitten this
crawl
one
over
out.
the turned over cart over all the crates and stuff that
Yep.
got thrown into the road.
I climb on it pretty deftly as a creepy spider.
You're like one of those B-movie monster movies.
From 8-Legged Freaks.
Yeah, so that hits.
All right.
That's a great film.
It is. Okay, so he is first going to take 5 piercing damage, and he needs to make a Constitution throw, DC 11, and he will either take. Okay, and he's going to take another 7 poison.
And does being poisoned do anything to him?
No, not in this case. He is not actually poisoned. He is just taking poison damage.
Yeah, so he felt that.
And that is my turn.
BigFellow.
I run up to this orc right here that just got a flump to the face, and I'm going to Warhammer him also in the face.
You just got flumped, son.
Yeah. Damn it, 12.
12 of those. Just enough not to hit him.
Damn it. And then I hide behind Murook.
Don't you have higher AC than me?
I have AC of 14.
The orc takes a
what's that?
swing at you as you move out of the way. Does 19 hit?
19 does hit.
You're gonna take 13 damage as he swings at you.
Damn it!
Sounds like you should have just stayed still.
I should have. Just trying to be silly.
He rolled real good.
Yeah, I'll say.
Verikan.
Well, everybody seems to have everything else in hand, so he's going to scream and go after the encapsulated boar.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe try and kill this guy.
We've already got 2 people fighting him.
A roll with advantage since he's incapacitated.
Okay.
Not back a hit. If he's incapacitated, that means it's not an automatic hit.
Oh, I'm sorry. The boar, if he's restrained, I should have mentioned this. Attacks are with advantage on him.
Okay, so disadvantage. 20 will hit.
And he has
Okay,
disadvantages.
squeals
He can attack, but he has disadvantage on them.
he squeals and takes 9 damage.
Aha!
I mean, he's bad, but it's still sad to hear an animal cry.
Chaka.
I'm gonna use my Dragon's Bane.
Other tab.
Sorry, that was on you, big fellow.
So violence it is then.
Well,
So you have chosen.
I tried.
No, put down his Dragon's Bane. That's their dagger.
17 hits.
2 in.
Yeah, so he takes 10 damage. He's looking bloody at this point. But he's angry.
Do you do any moves? Or just see where we are?
Can I do anything else?
No, you can move.
Oh, I guess I'll move away.
Nope,
Wait.
still you'll go get attacked if you move away.
Oh, okay, then I'll just.
Murook.
All right. So, as we come back to my turn, another flump appears
What?
right in the same exact spot it was before.
I'm back.
Hey,
Flump.
buddy. That's one right there.
This orc
But
is
it's
looking
like,
very.
he comes in, he's like slowly expanding.
Alright. I am going to. Well, since there's not much else I can do, I am going to attack the orc.
Uh, 14. Yeah. It's enough to finish him off.
Yeah. As I cleave this orc's head in half, I decide that the flump should maybe move. Hold on. It's got to be within 30 feet of me. Leave. Oh, crap. There's my ruler. Oh, okay. That's not right.
You want to move there?
Yeah. It's got to be within 30 feet.
Yes, with 30 feet.
As it slowly floats over, it keeps going floomp, 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 floomp. And as it gets near the war, it suddenly expands and explodes. Poof, doing 2 damage.
2 flump damage. Boar's gonna try to get free again.
And now is slightly confused as to why it's covered by orange goo.
As do we all.
Oh, true enough.
Yeah, so this thing cannot struggle free. It remains to be webbed. But this boar is gonna do a tusk action to the giant spider. So a 19 to Zyzzyx.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Take 13 piercing damage.
Ouch, it's half my damage.
Bunch of spider guts falls to the ground.
Like,
It's
go,
your turn.
go right back at him. 17 to bite.
Yeah, it's a hit.
He's going to take 8 piercing damage and make a Constitution saving throw. DC 11. Okay, so he saves it. He'll take 5. So 8 piercing plus 5 poison.
It's looking pretty damaged. BigFellow.
Since it's already on the ground and like bound up and stuff, am I able to use my Yiquila and just try to stab it in its jugular and slice it open?
You can make an attack with advantage.
Okay.
Which is just the normal mechanic.
Before we get
Can I kill
tackled.
this thing immediately? But you crit though. This might be good.
Ooh.
You do a fair amount of damage as you skewer this thing to the side.
While aiming for the jugular. That thus concludes my turn.
Verikan.
Why would you aim for his jugular? I don't think he can throw balls with his hands at all.
Jeez.
Human received.
I'll take 1d6 sand damage for that horrible joke.
I think maybe better side. Let's see.
Ooh, max damage.
It's enough to put this boar out of his misery.
Oh boy, are we having barbecue tonight?
That boar is no
You
more.
hit him right in the jugular.
Well, I don't think he. Not
What
only,
an
did you hit him,
awesome attack, man.
not only did you hit him in the jugular, you probably decapitated him.
But the spider web is stained red as it bleeds out.
Yuck.
Chaka Kahn, see if you can finish this off the
Yeah.
score.
With my Dragon's Bane.
I'll do it. for damage.
I know it's not doing
Are you hitting the right button?
I hit dragon. No, wait. What am I doing?
It's not. Yeah, it's not rolling or registering her damage.
I'm
Maybe it's lagging.
Might be.
What's the damage supposed to be?
1d10 plus 3.
D10.
That's the one with 10 sides.
Yeah, so that's enough to.
6. Plus 3.
I'll use my roll, since that'll be enough. But
Yeah.
that's enough to kill the boar. How do you want to kill it?
I guess by the jugular, like Murook.
Well, it wasn't me that killed him by the jugular. That was
That's
a
very good.
Verikan.
Oh, excuse me.
So yeah, the boars and orcs are dead.
Hooray! We're having.
See what's in that carriage.
Is that horse still there?
Yeah, the horse was a good horse and didn't run away, but the other horse is dead.
Right.
I'm going to assess the horse's trauma by speaking in horse with them.
Also,
makes
ask him. Also, you might want to ask him where this cargo's
I'm
supposed
okay.
to go.
Okay, where's this cargo supposed to go, horse?
Does she have to cast,
You've been waiting to do that.
does she have to cast spell twice because she's talking to a different animal?
No. No, you just gain the ability to talk to animals for the duration, which is like an hour.
Okay.
He goes, I follow the road where my riders take me. For I am a mighty horse.
I guess I look up at Zyzzyx. Would you like to do the honors of cracking open this this egg and see what goods are inside?
We might want to, before we do that, we might want to find out if it's, someone's, like, maybe the people in those people in town who were.
Well,
Who were
But also
guarding
still
town.
don't have a name on it.
I crack it open with my big old spider legs.
You look inside and you see various types of ore.
Ooh.
Is there a shipping manifest somewhere inside so we can see where it was going?
Or a bill of lading.
Yeah, with like a bill of lading.
Give me a perception check.
Damn.
A lot of the boxes are badly damaged. But you can notice that you see on one of them, you see the symbol of the minor exchange from the town of Phandalin.
Well then,
And
I
as
guess
you
we know
open up as you open up the crate, you see the surviving dwarf
In the
start to
crate?
run up to the carts.
Oh.
But she kind of ran to safety. But she starts to run up to you and goes, I'll get your hands off the chest, you bloody bandits.
Whoa! We just saved you!
Whoa. We were just examining the.
We were trying to find out if there was any information on who this belonged to so we could return it. Thank you very much.
She looks around and goes, Wait, I recognize you. You're the heroes of Phandalin.
Darn right we are.
Which is what, as I said, we were trying.
Stop snooping around my chest.
Lady, you were not my type.
But
Fine chest it is, but we're not snooping.
she notices her dead companion and goes, bloody orcs.
Amen.
I do thank ye for taking care of them. Those bloody reavers ran away at the first sign of danger, didn't they?
They did.
Do you want us to escort you to town?
Well, these goods were on their way to Neverwinter.
Do you still have the? Can you still get there, being down a crew member and a horse member?
Can't you turn it?
A lot of the.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to go all the way to Neverwinter. We need to go back to Phandalin.
What my compatriot is trying
Nothing that would make any profit off this this load anyway. Those bloody stone cold reavers are implemented a bodyguard tax. All shipments to Neverwinter. Out of my own pocket, I might add.
Oh, wait a minute. And then they don't even do their job?
Yeah, I just ran to safety so I didn't get trampled by a boar, but they just kept running.
Ah.
Wow.
Do you know their names? We can report them to their boss.
Yes. That's another reason why we should return.
Tell you the truth, ever since you've been gone, things have sort of taken a turn for the worse. Phandalin. They figured with the heroes of the town gone, they can get a little pushy. Started just acting more and more like thugs, offering protection, for exchange for coin, of course. Bring it up to the mayor. Doesn't do anything. Just like back when the Red Brands were in town a few years back. Bandits take over the town, and the town master doesn't do a bloody thing.
I'm not liking that, guys.
Perhaps we should go have a word with Mr. Harvin.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, he got held up. He's held up in his town hall again, and whenever the leaders come back for the night, and they all start acting decent, so it's not like we can. She just looks frustrated.
Yeah, we'll do what we can about that situation. We'll look into that for sure. But in the meantime, let us take you back to Phandalin.
So that you might be able to get another horse and another person to help you get to Neverwinter.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, you think with some work, you might be able to repair some of the crates, but the carriage is a no-go.
Oh, we can't even. Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're gonna.
What about even? Could BigFellow take a look? BigFellow, anything you could do here?
You can always attempt to fix it. That's true.
I can, yes. I would love to attempt. Madam Dwarf, if you do not mind waiting a bit, I could give it a go.
Expect me just to wait around in the bloody rain?
And you can bury your dead.
That is true. That is true. Back to the earth with you. Senseless death.
I grab a shovel and I go help the dwarf bury her compatriot.
And while I am working on this, everyone can feast on the dead orc.
I think I'd rather feast on... Can we not feast on the orc and maybe just feast on the boars?
Very well, you can feast on the boar. I don't know which one people eat. I don't eat food.
Well, we are going to have a bit of problem trying to cook them since, rain.
Roll me a d20 as you try to repair.
And I have a question. Are we going to spend at least an hour doing that?
Just click. Sorry.
Who are, I don't think that's going to fix the cart.
Yeah.
Aim that towards one of the boars. See if it cooks them.
I was trying to click the name to see if it actually does do that, but it's flame-like, and the roll thing ended up showing up right underneath my cursor.
It's funny.
Yeah, I rolled a 5. I don't fix the cart. I'm a loser.
Yeah, you're able to kind of put some of the goods into non-broken crates, so they're a little heavier, but you're not able to fix the cart.
Hey, would the mending cantrip? No. Okay. A single break or tear in an object no larger than 1 foot in any dimension.
So several little tears. What makes a big one?
How about that, Joey? You see the damage to this cart in your head better than I do. I feel like it's probably a bit more than a torn cloak or a leaking wineskin.
You're able to fix one of the broken wheels.
Nice. How many wheels are broken after that?
7.
2 wheels.
At
2 big
8
wheels.
Dang.
It's a big rig.
You
think this thing might be able to move, but the bottom may give out, or something may crack in half.
Does it look like it lasts long enough to defend?
What?
Does it look like it lasts long enough to get the Fandolin?
Let's see where you would be.
Because that's all we have to do is get it to Fandolin, and then we can.
You guys are about right here.
Yeah, I think it would be. I think we could just make it, maybe.
Yeah, you'll be able to just make it to Fandolin. With some
But that
luck,
cart-
especially with all of you escorting it.
Yeah, but that carriage is probably going to fall to pieces shortly after we get in.
Hey, as long as we get there, that's what matters.
Yeah.
So I think we try to strap up that horse and try to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're able to rehitch the horse, no problem. But Murook, as you're working, you feel something in your pocket begin to vibrate slightly, and you feel a slight warmth.
Is it a flump?
Oh no! I think. Oh, the sending stone. I think someone's trying to call me.
Nice.
I guess I activate the sending stone.
Like a Bluetooth headset.
I put it up to my ear and go, "Moshi, moshi."
Moshi, moshi.
You hear Thistle's voice. Goes, "Hello, Murook. Not sure where you are.
We're right outside of
Got a
town.
message from you're just receiving a message. This isn't like a walkie-talkie.
Oh yeah, this is sending.
Not sure where you are. Got message from gnomes about Basila. Have not arrived yet. Days late."
Oh, that's not good.
The message ends.
Fellas, we might have another problem.
Oh?
What was that name again?
Ballista.
Ballista hadn't arrived. She's days late.
Ballista. Remember, the gnomes are making you a ballista.
Yeah, the ballista hasn't arrived. Apparently, it's
Yeah, ballista is not a person.
Do you think we got
the ballista.
scammed, or do you think that they got in trouble?
Knowing them, they probably ran into something on the way here and just left it on the ground and ran.
Okay.
You think about the timeline. About a week and a half ago, you were in Novigrad. They said they would have to spend a few days to fix up the ballista for you and improve it. And you haven't heard from them. But it seems like after you left, they sent word that they were on their way. But it should be less than a day's journey, but they haven't arrived yet.
Well, I suspect we need to get this cart to Vandalin as fast as we can, and then right after that, make our way towards Novigrad to see if we can run into these fellas. Or, more than likely, what's left of them.
No, we say... Say that again?
We need to... It might be in our best interest to make sure to get this cart to Vandalin as fast as we can, and then post haste make our way towards Novigrad to see if we run into the people delivering the ballista, or more likely the remains of both.
You're always a big ray of positivity.
Well, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to be real here. We never had the best of luck with that ballista in the first place.
That's we destroyed it.
Exactly. But seriously, it might be for the best if we go and check up on them as soon as possible.
I concur, those tiny creatures are quite cute. Let them know what befell the talking dog that amused them so.
True.
Aw. So sad.
And then let's get on our way and get back to town.
Pitter patter, let's get at her. So trying to get back as fast as possible. Feel like maybe I need to become a strong animal to hitch myself up to. But I don't
want the riding horse definitely help.
Well, I'm even thinking if we want strength, brown bears have a strength of 19. Can we hitch a brown bear to this wagon?
Sure. You can also become a giant boar now.
Oh! Ha! I'm gonna be a boar then. Let me add that to my wild shapes.
So with the added strength of a boar plus a horse, you're able to make it in the Vandalin area kind of close to when the sun is beginning to set. There's some guards at the front of town, a couple of reavers, who don't seem pleased that you're returning with the goods that were supposed to go to Neverwinter.
Gentlemen, your bodyguards for this load seem to have left it to be stolen.
A bunch of cowards they were. They ran faster than the boars.
Yeah. It's not my problem, but old Dwarfy there is going to have to answer to the boss.
Answer. Why would he have to answer for your failings?
I wasn't there.
I was using the royal we. I was speaking in the plural as you as a group. But I'm pretty sure you knew that.
Hey, listen, buddy. I just work here.
All right. Well, then I think it's time we talk to. It's time we quickly talk to your boss because another incident has come up to our knowledge.
Well, if you're talking about Madame Helia, she ain't here.
Oh.
That's not what the map says.
No, that they have very similar names. Well, I meant to say Helia. Helia is the leader, is the head of the Miners Association, the Miners Exchange, which would be the dwarf's boss.
Well, no. What about the
Reaver's boss?
Who's the Reaver's boss? That girl in black leather.
Yeah, Helia.
Okay.
She's not,
Okay.
She's not.
Helia is not here. Alia is. Got it.
So,
I
as
wasn't
I
thinking
guess,
about it when I thought of the names.
yeah. Well, then we need to go. Let's go talk to the. Let's go quickly talk to the boss for the dwarves, and tell them what happened. And
Yeah.
return their cargo to them.
Yep. Start there. Return their cart. Make sure that they know that the Reavers shirked their duties, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, so as you enter town, since it's been raining for days, everything's just muddy and kind of miserable. And no one's outside doing anything productive because it's just so muddy. But you also don't see anybody patrolling like they did on drier days.
Mm.
Right.
And you think you can catch the Miners Exchange as it's still open? You head there right away.
I think we should.
The dwarf goes, well, might as well get this over with.
Well, I'm not so sure. Are you expecting to be in trouble?
It's my job to deliver the goods to Neverwinter, and it was my choice to turn back. You guys didn't force me.
Well, we'll definitely help vouch for the situation we came across. You weren't in any position to continue on.
I concur.
Plus all the paperwork.
Oh, the bane of anyone.
Yeah. Bureaucracy. Do you need any or all of us to accompany you inside to speak to Halia?
I think I'd handle it myself. They're so short on workers these days, she's not going to fire me, but may get a dock and pay.
They're so short on workers, they hired short workers.
Well, that would slide because you saved my life.
Murook, you're good at talking. You go in with her. Well, and I'll come in as well.
I'm good at talking too.
Unfortunately, as much as I would love to, we also have a bit of pressing business to take care of.
What? Like you need to poop?
No, the ballista.
Oh, right.
That.
I'm getting answers from Marvin.
This woman, this poor dwarf shouldn't be in trouble.
That's right.
It's also, unfortunately, it's no longer our business. It's between the dwarf and her boss.
I personally think that I would like to escort the dwarf to Halia and make sure she does not get in trouble, because we saved her life. Her life is now in our hands.
That's presumptuous.
Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah, that's a bit high-handed there, buddy.
I'm good with it.
But I mean, it works for me. But I mean,
I'm going to go with him.
Okay.
This is important. This is we're the heroes of Phandalin. And what would we be? Would we still be heroes if we let the people of Phandalin suffer unfairly?
True enough. All right.
All right. At minimum, me and BigFellow are escorting our new dwarf friend into the exchange.
I might as well go in with you.
Good to have you.
So, at least 3 of you enter this building. And you see Halia behind one of the counters, seem to be doing paperwork. And she looks up and sees you and goes, the lizard man who declined my offer is back.
I kind of forgot about that. Yep.
Back in episode 2.
Yeah, that was 3 months ago. I don't remember that.
Yes. We helped return a shipment that was attacked, attempted robbery. The cart was in no condition to make it. As you can see, you look outside. It was in no position to make it to Neverwinter, to its destination. So we figured that it would be.
She says a word that you're pretty sure is like a dwarven swear.
Directed at the situation or at me?
At the situation.
Okay.
We tried to repair the cart as well. Big Fellow over here tried to repair the cart as best as possible, but as you can see, we barely got it back to town.
At least tell me the cargo is still intact.
One of the crates got smashed, but we ended up resituating everything back together for the most part.
We were able to thwart the robbery.
Unfortunately, you lost one of your drivers, and the 2 reavers ran away.
Cargo is intact.
But the cargo isn't. The cargo is all there.
Yep.
She goes, well, at least there's that.
And at least we have returned one of your employees safely. Which
and
may
one
be.
horse.
She did not abandon her post.
She just kind of seems uninterested.
Figured.
Yeah.
Okay.
She seems to be just kind of ranting at herself now. And I sent out entire group of these reavers over to the Mountain Toe mines to take care of those were-rats. You know how many came back?
None.
2. The rest, I assume, were killed or
just abandoned
creatures,
or just abandoned their post, as we saw with some other ones. Sounds like the Reavers aren't doing such a great job holding up their end of the bargain in Phandalin.
I think if you guys took care of that were-rat problem, we wouldn't be down a dozen Reavers.
I think you should probably send more Reavers out that way. Keep sending them out until there's none left in town.
Now, I'm not sure about this whole were-rat situation. But
She says, kind of under her breath, just says, it wasn't supposed to be like this.
What was it supposed to be like?
Well, things really are as they're supposed to be, Adam. We just deal with what we have.
I'll have to talk with Helia next time I see her.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
I would highly recommend that. I would also like to. I would love to be a fly on that wall. I tell you what.
You remember the first time Helia appeared in town? She was talking with Helia inside the miners' exchange. Oh, well, thank you for returning my cargo. It's going to cost even more now to get it escorted to Neverwinter, so thank you very much. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Not at this time, no. But we do. We are about to go check up on those. We've gotten word that there might be a problem with the ballista that's supposed to be delivered, so we need to go check on that real quick.
That's just a big surprise.
I know,
Doesn't
right?
involve me. Doesn't involve me, so away with you.
You have a most pleasant day.
Unless you want to lose any more money for me.
All right, we're done here. Thanks. Have a good day.
She's gonna be on the rag.
I mean, I'm always up for a round of dice, but I mean, I don't think that's what you mean.
You think
I leave.
By the time if you're going to Novigrad, it's going to be well into the night by the time you get there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I understand the urgency, but I don't know if it's time to go set out on a rescue mission right now.
Well, time might be of the essence.
It's true.
And we do have a steady source of sunlight.
That's a good point. At the very least, I would need pulling that cart was a lot. I would need about an hour. It at most is what I would need before we could set off again. But I am okay. I would if the group is okay to venture out at night, I would go as well.
All right.
Before I agree to this going soon, I have to know, Murook, do you really want to know about the dwarf, the gnomes, or you just want more of that wine?
I just shoot BigFellow the look.
Because you've been on the wagon for quite a while now.
You guys take a short rest after that long journey of.
Awesome.
While we're short resting, can I check the smithy to see if they have a shield available?
Yes. See if I can get price. You can get a metal or wooden shield for 10 gold pieces.
A metal shield, he said?
Wooden or metal, either one.
I'm going to go for the metal shield for 10 gold pieces.
Sure.
Okay.
Barbarians can use shields?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Means you can't do two-handed weapons.
Well, not good. It's good. It's good that my battle axe is versatile.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
metal.
Brice is about to close. They're about to close. Yeah, for 10 gold, you can get a metal shield add to your inventory.
Hey, we are now shield buddies.
Hey! I've just got to remember how to add item here.
There's a equipment button. You can search for shield. It should pop up.
Oh.
Don't add a +3 shield.
Huh.
Okay, hold on. shield. Okay. All right. How do I find a metal shield or just shield?
This is shield, doesn't matter. I don't think there's actually a difference. Like there's more than one item.
Okay. One shield added.
So, luckily for you, the rain hasn't grown any heavier as the sun begins to set. But you guys can make your way out toward Novigrad with the light of Dragonbane. So, what you guys want to do?
Yes.
I'm down for that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
The Chaka at the lead.
Oh, short rest.
So the easiest way there, you guys pass by the windmill. You see a light on the topmost window. We don't point out the manticore in here anymore. And as you pass the windmill, get closer to Novigrad, kind of notice a deep fog begin to envelop the plains.
Does it seem magical?
What's that?
Does the fog seem magical or out of place?
It is raining. So it doesn't stands to reason there might be fog, given how rain and heat work. But it gets get a little harder to see. But it's a pretty straight path toward Novigrad.
Chaka with her swords so bright.
Will you guide our group tonight?
Yes, I will.
And in the distance, you notice something kind of out of place, almost like a giant rock just in the middle of the way towards Novigrad. It's very out of place.
And that definitely wasn't there before.
Not to your knowledge.
Actually, Zyzzyx didn't go to Novigrad, now that they're thinking about it.
Oh yeah. As the light kind of reflects off it, it kind of reflects back. Kind of makes a like little rainbow images as it bounces off the surface.
Oh, that's interesting. Does it look like anything I've ever seen before?
Give me a perception.
Maybe we should all look at it.
I look at it real
As you
hard.
get a little closer, you recognize it as an ice block, very similar to what Cryovane used against your village.
Oh.
When it kind of enveloped the huts in his ice. And as you get closer, you can see a large metal construct with a huge, almost like a big bow and arrow. You see the ballista. Is just covered in ice.
Well, I think we found the ballista.
Here.
Proceed any further. Mission solved.
But what happened to the people who were delivering it?
So you see that too as you get closer. You see a couple of dead gnomes litter on the grounds. But you also see these barrel-sized, crab-like robots. Some of them are shattered. Some of them are shattered on the ground. Some of them are frozen alongside the ballista like it was carrying it. In one of them, you see like a gnome was like halfway through escaping from one before it got crushed.
Don't like that.
And one seems to be halfway covered in the ice.
Okay.
So, do we try? Can we see if we can find any survivors, or have we already determined there were no survivors?
You can check the bodies. You see at least 3
Alright.
that escaped their crab barrels.
Do I roll perception or medicine for that?
Medicine. All the gnomes you find have deep claw marks and bite marks, and only half of them existing. One looks like it got trampled. But none of them are alive.
Oh, he did!
Hey, real dude.
I want to look at the crabstrosity that is spoken out a little bit of the thing to see if there's anyone inside.
Give me investigation. So as far as you can tell, the way you would get in and out of this thing, that part of it is encased in the ice. But this seems to be damaged just enough where the front is kind of prying loose a little bit. So you're able to pry open and look inside, and you see a gnome body inside.
Alive or dead?
Give me a medicine check. You look at it for a moment, and it doesn't seem to be moving. But almost like it's in some kind of hibernation, gives a slow breath after a moment.
Immediately, I would like to cast Spare the Dying. Stabilize it.
This thing wasn't quite dead, but you're able to stabilize it. Who knows how long it's been in here?
Mm-hmm.
And,
everyone, we have a survivor. Come quick. Bring food and water.
You notice it's a female gnome. In fact, it's the one that attacked you originally on the giant crossbow. And her breathing becomes a little more regular.
I pry open the front half with all my might, and I try to I take her out and try to make her comfortable.
Whoa.
Give me a strength check if you want to do that.
I help him try to get it pried open.
Give me a strength check too. With your bare hands, the mighty Loxodon and Warforged pry open the front of this crab barrel. And you see a bunch of controls Like you kind of pull out like a control panel with like joysticks. I don't know why do they have joysticks in medieval times, but whatever.
Well, how else are they going to control it?
Yeah, I guess that's true. And you're able to pull out the gnome. If you remember, her name is Factory.
I tend to her wounds since I was a field medic.
I just cast Cure Wounds on her.
That's the boring way.
That's cheating.
She heals 10.
Yeah, so she's able to. She's looking more well than ever, and her eyes open. He goes, Get to safety, run. It's coming back. It's coming back.
Oh, well, if I had to take
speaking to you directly, but she's like, kind of regaining her consciousness.
Oh. Yes. Gentlemen, I believe it is time to leave. Post haste. As I gently pick up the gnome and start making
Underground.
What about the ballista?
Underground.
Is underground safer, or are you saying to go away from underground?
She even though she's stabilized, she begins to just kind of drift off into a peaceful sleep.
If you drift off into a sleep, hey, that sounds like someone.
Oh, I want to see their dreams.
Probably not the best time.
Actually, no, it would be the best time. So
Yeah.
we could ask her maybe what would be the quickest way to get to safety.
Yeah. She's telling us not to go underground, or if she's telling us to go underground.
What's going on in her dream? Maybe I can decipher it.
Give me. I know usually it's like you're able to do that, but it's kind of like a little more important. Give me our Arcana roll.
Yeah.
See if you can make sense of what's going on.
Oh, damn.
You just have brief flashes of a dark form flying overhead and encasing the ballista in the crab barrels in a magical ice. And the last thing that she kind of visualizes before she passes out is Cryovane seems to be digging in the ground.
Here?
And it kind of repeats itself over and over
Where's
again.
Where's Cryovane digging?
Give me another Arcana check.
Damn it. Baby. Son of a bitch.
It's somewhere near the ice block.
What did Murook want me to look for? Exit?
So somewhere for us to go that is safe at the time being. So
Do I see anywhere safe in her dream?
The only safe place is you're midway between Novigrad and the windmill.
Midway between Novigrad and the windmill, Murook. That's what her dream is telling me.
I mean, that's where you are.
Oh.
Right now.
So she's
All right.
dreaming about the ice dragon right now?
She's dreaming about, presumably, the attack.
Oh.
I don't think we have any way of getting to the ballista at this time. So it might be best if we made our... If we're halfway between here and the windmill, it might... Let's just go back to town.
Wait, is the ice dragon still visible in her dream?
You only spend like a brief moment there. The last thing she sees before losing consciousness is Cryobank is digging into the earth.
I want to try to attack Cryovan with my Dragonbane sword.
In her dream?
I want to see what happens.
This disruption in her dream causes her to wake up. And she starts screaming.
I
Victor,
I try to comfort her as best I can so she calms down. It's okay. It's okay. He's not here.
He looks around. He's still here.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
He's still here. Quiet. Quiet.
A creature that
Don't
big would
scream.
has
Don't scream.
a
I
dragon
don't.
has some sort of seismic impact on the ground, right? Can we sense any vibrations nearby?
What are you looking for exactly, Murook?
Well, if he's
If there's any sign of Cryobank here.
yeah, if he's digging or something, the ground would rumble with his might.
You look around. There's definitely no dragon anywhere.
But can we put our ear to the ground and hear anything if he's been tunneling?
No.
We hear sounds up from the ground.
I don't think that's how that works.
You'd probably feel something like that more than before you hear something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like feeling vibrations.
I think what we're trying to say is I don't think Cryobank is here.
Backlord whispers. I saw him digging. Need to leave. But my friends, they can't survive long in there. But we need to leave.
You think they're
But my
still alive?
friends- Rock gnomes are tough.
Yep.
But
She's alive inside her case. The other ones might be too.
this
True. Okay.
this was days ago, but he could still be underground. He's underground.
I try and calm her again. He's not underground. He's not here. But we need to see if any of your friends might still be alive. Will you help us?
You don't know much about dragon ice, do you? It's gonna could take days to crack that ice.
What if he had
He's
an
waiting.
ice?
He's waiting.
What if we had?
I've got a dragon sword. Dude.
We've got a dragon sword, blessed by the god of the sun. I think we might have an edge.
Yes, the light of Corellin will guide our path underground.
Well, I was thinking more about using the sword to maybe see if we can melt the ice a little bit.
Yeah, to save these guys.
Yeah, we're gonna save those guys. But yeah, Chaka Khan's gonna take out Dragon's Bane and try to go through the ice.
I would suggest maybe going for this one over here, since he seems to be the closest to the outside of the ice.
All right. Can I roll for Dragonbane or what?
Yeah, this is gonna be an attack roll. Yeah, you'll have no problem hitting it.
Oh, that was terrible.
The ice dodges.
Give me advantage since you
Oh,
have a blessing.
Click
Hold
it.
shift.
Do the transfer
Okay,
thing.
give me a second. Come on, baby. There you go.
17 or 19. Yeah, it's what she said about Dragon's Ice seems to be true. Like, you take a little chip of this thing away, despite its magical nature.
Boom.
You think you can probably hack away at this, but it might take hours for you to reach one of these crab barrels, let alone the entire ballista.
What I'm saying is, did she activate this? Oh, the sun thing is still active? The light?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Let me think. Yeah.
What if we dug underneath?
Or can I mean, how tall is this sword? Or is it on?
It's completely encased.
I don't think digging underneath is going to help.
What if I climb on top and dig from the top?
I was hoping the sword would have more of an effect than this, but
Maybe there's like a thin point in the ice.
I don't think it's not a sword that's set on fire, is it?
No, it's just basically glowing.
Yeah.
Like a big torch.
wait, do you think if he used one of his, do you think if Verikan cast a spell on the ice, empowered by empowered by Corellian, it might have a more of an effect?
Yeah,
It
the spell.
might help a tiny bit. I mean, this thing is like 20 feet across.
It's
a 10-foot cylinder. It's pretty massive.
And we essentially want to melt a glacier.
Yeah, and I don't think we have the ability to. So, I think we're going to have to go back to town and get help. Which means we're probably going to have to wait for daylight and hope that they're still alive by the time we get back.
Do we know anything about dragon ice and how you can live through it if you can? I don't.
Give me history. You don't know anything in particular, but you know that it must be it's natural in nature, so it doesn't melt very easily.
Interesting.
Lore is, I guess it is factory. A factory is looking more and more anxious, saying, "I don't know why you guys don't believe me. He's under the ground. We need to go."
Well, yeah.
He's probably just sleeping.
Okay, well then, it might be. Yeah, it's time for us to go. There's nothing to be gained from staying here.
Okay.
At this time.
Attack when he's sleeping.
Not badly.
Do you think we're genuinely ready to take on the dragon?
I don't know about you, Murook, but I'm ready.
I am not ready.
I don't think I'm ready either. So I think we're gonna have to wait.
If you really want a dragon battle, make as much noise as you can.
I don't want a dragon battle.
I quickly run over to Chaka Kahn and put my mouth up, and I put my hand over her mouth.
We'll cheer you on from way over here.
I'm ready.
I then pick up Chaka Khan and I start making my way back to town. Big fellow picks up the factory, and then everybody else just starts hightailing it back to town because we are now of the
Go to town, or you can spend the night at the lighthouse.
I think we just need to go back to town.
And I think you just need a little mushroom wine, okay?
Right now, I think you need the mushroom wine.
The Murook, who's addicted to the stuff, would have gladly faced Cryovane down for another sip.
That Murook is gone. This Murook has 2 brain cells.
So that's what we're saying. You quietly leave the area. Because if there is a sleeping dragon underneath the earth, you don't want to disturb it.
Don't you know the old saying? Let sleeping dragons lie.
Yeah, I'm totally down for heading back to town to call it a night.
We may not have this chance again.
Well, it doesn't look like this. We don't even know how. Look, what do you think? You're just gonna stab the mud below and hope to hit this guy? We don't know how far underground he is.
All right.
If he's sleeping, though, can you reach out and find his dream? No, let's not do that. You woke
No,
up.
Stop giving her bad ideas.
Can I read his dreams from here? Joey.
You have to touch
Sorry.
That was a good idea.
You want to reach out and see if you find dragon dreams.
Listen to how incredulous he sounds.
Do you really want to tickle the sleeping dragon?
What?
It was not a good idea.
It is the height of bad ideas.
Tickle the dragon. Chase the dragon.
Chase the dragon.
Chase the dragon.
Taste the rainbow.
What do dragons dream about?
But I think it's high time we left.
Yes. Whatever Chaka's doing, I am not waiting around for it. I am walking. I am going back.
I've already picked Chaka up, and I have Chaka. I have my mouth up, my hand over my mouth, and I'm just hauling her out of there.
Love it.
I'm taking this arguing as canon.
It is canon.
This is absolutely happening.
Women have
Everyone
rights.
give me a perception check.
Yes, but we have the right to live.
Everyone, give me a perception check.
Oh no, we need to leave. She's killed us, hasn't she?
Ah, balls.
Murook, you definitely hear a rumbling sound under the earth.
Yeah.
It's time. Okay, no, we're done. We're gone. Bye. Done
Gotta
arguing.
reroll characters now.
Ready.
It's too late.
Gotta reroll characters.
Well,
Is he not asleep anymore?
Not anymore.
no.
I'm starting a countdown.
We're leaving. We are
5.
leaving.
Go.
All right,
Gone.
let's run.
We're
We're
out.
running. We're all
But
running.
we are.
But
Now, I have now just started hauling ass.
But
There's
we
no
walk without
stopping.
rhythm, so we don't attract the worm.
That's right. Don't anger the maker.
Wait, which way are we running?
North, top left.
We are running towards town.
Top left.
Top left. That way?
Mm-hmm.
We have left.
So you haul various humanoid ass away from here, and one of you look back, and you see the head of Cryovane, along with 2 little claws,
Oh,
Like, he's starting to claw his way out of the earth.
I start running faster.
Yeah, you see him look around and snarl. But even in the dark, he's probably too sleepy to pay much attention, but he definitely heard something. And he looks at the ice block and lets off another breath attack on it. And the ice it accumulates and hardens even more. And he lets out a yawn. And he buries himself back in the earth.
I don't think we're gonna have to. I don't think there's no longer any doubt in my mind that everyone in there is quite dead.
Or suspended animation.
I think we're a little early for cryonics here.
I saw a play once in Neverwinter about someone who was frozen, and they were a caveman and came back.
As a player.
Did they come back?
It was called Encino Gentleman.
Yes, you're kind of at the windmill at this point, and the I forget her name. I think her name is Adabra. Kind of like sees you all running by and opens up the front door.
As we pass by, I say, "Driving," and I just keep running past.
He goes, "What was all that about?" Closes the door. And after running for you're running all the way back, it's like 10 miles or something. I think you're far away enough. Once you reach the windmill, you're pretty far away.
Okay.
You don't see any sign of them.
Whew. Let's not get that close again until
we're absolutely ready.
a few more levels or whatever.
As I run back into town, as I come into sight, I start slowing down and just wheezing and groaning, and then I just collapse on the ground. Like
it's well past midnight at this point. The guards at the front of town are asleep at their posts.
Of course.
The rain is starting to pour.
Is the gates closed?
I still could have at least explored Cryobane's dream to see if he had any weaknesses.
He was already waking up. There would have been no.
Yeah, but he went back to sleep.
Not if we were still there. It was time for us to leave. We left. There was nothing more to be gained there except our debts.
All right.
Factory though is looking really dejected. It's like if you wanted to destroy our weapon and our crab robots, he could have. I think he's saving them. I turn to her and I say, "I'm truly sorry for what you've gone through. I wish there was more we could have done. But if we had stayed there, we all would have died." He goes, I understand. I mean, there's no way you could have broken through that ice.
We gave it an honest try. There was nothing we could have done in the time frame that we had.
Just if you go back there and they're gone, do me a favor. You go and kill that lizardy. You go and kick his lizard butt.
I will personally toss a javelin down his throat just for you.
BigFellow has a Sorry. BigFellow, interjects and says, there might be a way that you could kill this beast yourself. Are you familiar with ancient technologies and their repair?
Immediately lights up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We have heard tale of an ancient weapon buried underneath the town of Coneyberry that needs repair. Would you be willing to repair such a device, and then you may use it to smite this dragon and free your friends?
Listening.
Yes, we might have heard of a giant colossus that is buried underneath the town of Coneyberry. There is one slight problem, though.
The mainframe doesn't work. It needs a pilot, a tiny pilot. You!
Do you think
She's making stuff up at this point, but she's like, I'm listening. Sounds interesting.
I'm trying to boost your spirit.
Do you feel like you could modify this colossus so that maybe you could pilot it or control it and use it to slay Cryovane? Or at least help us slay Cryovane?
Willing to try anything at this point.
Right, onto the Colossus.
Yeah.
And with Dawn's first light, though, where it's really light.
Well, yes.
By the light of Corellin, we will find the Colossus together.
Yes, but we will do it tomorrow. I think we have. I am almost dead on my feet, tired.
That's what I meant.
I have just had I've just had the second close encounter with a dragon, and I would care to before I'm ready for it. I would like to go get a drink. I would like to get out of this rain, and then I would like to go to bed.
Well, thank you for letting us all know, Murook.
You're very welcome.
So the bar is closed because of this stupid curfew.
But the inn should, if you have rooms paid out for a while, they should still be open to you, right?
Yeah, but your room is still available. And as you enter, Toblin offers one of the spare beds to Factory.
Thank you, good man. She has, and I find, what was the girl's name again?
Factory.
No, the barmaid.
Thistle.
So I try and find Thistle and thank her for the work, for the heads up.
He
She's
tells
too
you that
young
she
for you,
home.
Murook.
He tells you that she went home.
All right,
He's glad.
Then I'll talk to her. Then I will mention to her the next time I see her. Well, I believe it is now time to go to bed.
Alright, you heard Murook. Let's all go to bed.
Yes.
They all on giant bed.
Yes, mother.
Here's the same bed.
No, find your own beds. Go find your own beds.
You do notice that the Stone Cold Reaver commanders are not in their rooms, despite it being well past midnight.
Shoot, I want to go
Is the silence room still on my door?
It seems that it is not. That they haven't been here in a few days.
Before I try and catch everyone before they go and say, "Hey guys, I don't think the leaders have been here for a few days."
Is there stuff still here?
I'm not going in their rooms to check, but that woman did not put that silence rune on my door, and it doesn't look like it's been there for a few days.
I mean, they're not here.
So, I think that going into their rooms at this time would be a very bad idea.
I'll go in their rooms then.
I said, I think it would be a very bad idea, and I don't think anyone should do it.
Wink, wink. We got you.
I heard you, Murook.
No, I'm not. I'm not speaking in code. I'm not speaking around it. I am quite clearly stating, and I'm asking you as my friends, please do not enter their rooms.
All right.
Fully understood.
Chaka Kahn does telepathically. Telepathically, she tells Zyzzyx and Verikan, hey, once he falls asleep, let's all go through.
I mean,
I see the look. I see the look on her face, and I said, and
No,
I,
you don't.
And I respond back telepathically. Well, that's what he's telling us to do, right? That makes sense.
I go over to Chaka Khan and I bap her on the head. No,
What?
bad Chaka. No cookie.
Don't.
Great bottle.
Excuse me?
Uh-oh.
I'm not. Here's the thing.
It sounds like Murook. This is as a DM that you're almost threatening her.
Woo woo.
Yeah,
No,
it's
not
so
quite to
barbarian.
the point of like being like, you know, so you're like, you better watch out, or like I'm telling you, don't go in her room.
I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. I turn to Chaka and I say, Chaka, I have to live here. If they notice that any of their stuff has been messed with, who do you think they're going to first think did it?
What are you so worried about?
I don't think we could take them right now.
You don't think we can take anything?
Oh no, I think we can take a lot of things, and in fact we have taken a lot of things. I just don't think we can take them.
Alright, well, Murook's running the show, so whatever.
I'm not trying to run the show.
Since we kind of haven't had disagreements much in the party, there's no rule saying you have to obey Murook, disobey him. It's all up to you what you want to do. And Murook, you can't metagame.
I know that I can't. I know that I can't stop them. I wish that I could, but I'm trying to persuade them to not.
Yeah.
Because it's a very bad idea, and the consequences that I don't think they would be prepared for.
Yeah, this isn't really anything you roll for. It's just the way you think your characters would respond.
Well, I mean, I want to look for clues at where the Reavers went. I mean, what if something's going on? Does no one else care?
I do. I'm with you.
I mean, yes, but there's probably a pretty good way to do that without having to pay for
You get kicked out of the inn.
You
Everyone
guys-
else is sleeping somewhere else.
Well, I'm not saying.
Once you guys look around, you can roll to see how well you put everything back in order.
Hmm.
All right.
The first thing.
I've already gone to bed. I've figured that I've said my piece. I've done what I can, and we'll just deal with it in the morning.
I'm down for some snooping, though. Chaka, I say telepathically.
Stand guard, I'll be lookout.
So, the first thing that I'm going to do here would be I'm going to cast Detect Magic so that I can see if there are any magical traps around the doors that we're going to go in. So that lasts 10 minutes and it's concentration. So on all the rooms, I just kind of want to focus and see if I can tell any sort of magic is happening. That's my first opener.
You definitely feel some sort of magic protection around Helia's room.
Okay. Helena.
Does that tell you? Do I have to tell you what it is, or
you have to tell me the
School of Magic.
School of Magic. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a you can tell it's like a warding glyph.
Okay.
They would know if you try to go in there.
Okay. And it's
Well,
only
you
in Hitler's?
You only sense it around her room.
Okay. I convey that information. There is a warding glyph that is either going to hurt us if we try to pass over it, or is simply just a warning sign so she'll know if anything was tampered. But there is a glyph protecting her door, around her door.
We should look at another room first.
Can you send your companion through the window to see if?
Oh yeah, Quizlix. Is there a window?
That is a great idea.
We could go through Murook's room.
I send Quizlix around the building to see if there's... Well, what can he do? I don't know. Let's see.
It's an open window.
There is an open window?
Well, a window that you can see through.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
Check magic there.
Does he... I don't know what he's going to be able to do, but can he... What does he see with his lizard eyes?
It's nice that this map is right next to the table and the bed. Or
Okay.
the window. You can see a pile of papers and maps on the table.
Okay. Is it a map of the Sword Coast? Or is it something I recognize?
Let's give you you can easily tell it's a Sword Coast map.
Okay.
But if you do perception,
Would I use
be able to see more.
Quizlix's perception or my perception? I think I've asked this before. I don't remember.
You're seeing through him, but you're also seeing through his eyes, so it would be his perception.
Okay. Perception is wisdom. He
And
doesn't actually have a
In
perception.
the mind of the lizard is now in Zyzzyx.
Got it. Okay, so his wisdom is 8, so... Hey. Not as bad for a -1.
Idea.
Yeah,
Right?
so
There's a fireplace in there.
I'll go through the chimney.
Well, good. But you definitely see a map of the Sword Coast, and it's covered with markings, many of the same locations that you've been to. And you notice that many of them are in the Sword Mountains in kind of random locations, like they've been searching.
Looks like they're looking for something in the Sword Mountains. There's a map in here with a lot of random locations in the range marked. I don't know. Everyone's a magic user here. Does anyone have Dispel Magic? Does anyone know how to do that? Because if we could do that and just get in the room. Although, that's going to make it real clear that someone tampered.
No, I don't have magic, but I do have cartographer's tools. You can describe the map to me, and I can draw out the map.
I think this spell magic is the 3rd level, so none of us would be able to have it.
Oh, good point.
If you describe the map to me, I could draw out a map since I have cartographer's tools in my inventory.
I described the map to him through the eyes of the lizard. So he's just sitting outside the room drawing. Okay. I do that.
Give me a... Jeez, what would this be? This give me a history.
Okay. So that one, since it's my brain, that's going to be Zyzzyx instead of Quizlix. Well, I don't really explain it very well.
But I with my history, well, I'll come out with your history.
24, yeah.
You notice that they seem to be centered around the eastern part of the mountains, where you have marked on your own map. You think Icespire Hold is located.
Ooh, okay. I convey all that information.
Wait, what information?
that seems to be the focus of their map is the eastern of the mountain range, which we know Icehold Peak is there.
Icespire hold. It's on the
Icespire hold.
Icespire Peak. In that area of the mountain range.
So
And
it
that's
seems
where
I bet the Reavers
That's
are
where
like way
Murook-
braver than us, and they're on their way to kill Cryovane right now.
I think the Reavers
that's
are
where
way more
Murook
evil
was,
than us.
Yeah.
And are on the way to try to capture and bend Cryovane to their will.
Dang.
You make a lot of assumptions.
I am. I
That
am
sounds
indeed.
kind of cool, though.
If only we could
Is
get
Tobin
into the
in
room.
his room? Is
Open
Tobin
probably
in his
went to his
room?
room, yeah. Yeah, once he
Do you
heard.
think he's asleep?
he came
Maybe
back.
I can. What?
What?
Is he asleep?
Trying to.
Are we being too loud in the hallway?
No, like if he's dreaming, I can try to go in his dreams and ask him where the Reavers are.
You want to try to accept his dream? You've been using it a lot.
Is that a problem?
Well, it's almost like, I know there's no rules for it, but you kind of have like a limited.
Oh,
limited
all right,
ability
forget
to do
it.
the more you use
Never
it.
mind.
Well, you can try. I'm just saying.
Sorry.
You want to try to enter his dreams?
Not anymore.
I'm just saying. Since there's no rules about this, I have to make some up. Saying it's like the more you use it in a day, the less effective it'll become.
But why are there so many sleeping characters in this game, huh? Riddle me that.
Because it's nighttime.
Doesn't make any sense, Joey. You're not making sense.
What's everyone doing sleeping in this game?
It's always sleeping.
Who would be sleeping when it's after midnight in game?
All right, we gotta decide if we're gonna. Or which was the guy who's the big mean guy, the orc fist or something?
Jarbles.
Let's go snoop in one of the other rooms. Maybe let's go see what we can find in the other rooms.
That sounds good.
Should we each
this
take a
point-
room?
Or maybe you
At
should
this
detect
point,
magic
Murook-
at each door.
You already did.
I did.
You
I already did that. Only
No, you
Helena.
just- Oh, and that's the door you went for? All right.
Well, that's the one we wanted to go in because it was protected. So clearly, that's the important one.
All right.
And we got the map.
At this
did.
point, Murook is asleep, and you hear elephant snores coming from his room. It is something to behold.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can try to get into Jabarl's room. Is the door locked?
None of the doors are really locked in this inn,
Nice.
which is why Helia probably had a protection spell.
Yeah. All right.
They're a little too trusting in the Stonehill Inn.
I'm going to check for non-magical traps around the door of Jabarl's room.
Right, give me an investigation.
Investigation. Do I find any? For a 4.
You just see a normal door.
Okay. Now, this is something that I've always wondered about playing D&D. My character has done what he thinks is the best, his best investigation. He's, as far as he knows, there are no traps. Right?
Yeah, but you roll
I
low.
don't know I rolled a 4 as a character.
Exactly. If you roll low,
Yeah.
like looking at something, then as far as your character knows, that's
Yep.
the best you can look at.
All right. I open the door and try to walk into Jabarl's room.
This is one of the smaller rooms. It's a mess.
Just,
And Stonehill Inn apparently doesn't have room service. But you see, he's been sneaking sneaking meat from the cellar up in the middle of the night, having midnight
Typical.
snacks.
I'm not surprised. He seems like a gross person.
But that's the most obvious thing you see in the room.
Okay. I see that there is a bedside table. Anything of note on top of it, like maps, and then if I don't see anything on top, I'm gonna see if I can open the drawer and see if there's anything remarkable.
Sure. So you know, everyone, none of this was planned. Making this up on the spot.
Wait, so there's no like secret stuff in here that can help us figure out where the Reapers are?
He's improvising. There might be.
I'm improvising.
All right.
You open up the drawer and you find a list with names on it.
Ooh. Any names I recognize?
You recognize them all because they're your names.
Oh no.
And on them they list strengths and weaknesses that he perceives in you.
Wait, is Murook's name on that list? Because maybe he's in on it.
That's why he didn't want us to investigate.
Murook's name is on there.
Oh shit. Well, what does it say your weaknesses are, Zyzzyx?
What? Let's. I want to see my name. What is it? What does it say next to me?
Well, since Sarah asked first, next to Murook, it says strengths. Is a freaking elephant man. Weaknesses. Cares too much about people, especially the little halfling.
That's like one of those strengths disguised as weaknesses.
What does it say for Zyzzyx?
Zyzzyx, it goes, why are they friends with a lizard person?
Oh,
what are they good for?
Oh,
dang.
Well, I'm racist.
I hear this one can turn into a bear, though, and that's pretty cool.
I can do that. Okay, I put the list back because I don't want it. I'm still trying to act like we didn't break in. Chaka, you go check out one of the other ones.
All right, I'm gonna do what Zyzzyx did and look if there's traps by the door.
Investigate.
Investigate.
Another tab. That's my tab.
That's your tab. Investigate is right there.
So this one is the.
No traps at all.
This is Runa's room, which is kind of the tough-looking woman who seemed to wear animal skins as opposed to leather. And you don't notice any traps in them.
I check. I mean, I go inside if it's unlocked.
Yeah, this one is much neater. But you see the bed is virtually unused, but she placed a sleeping, like a animal skin sleeping bag on the floor, which appears to be what she's using to sleep. But not much of note that you see around.
Anything on the desk?
Various unused sanctuary. No, stationary. Is that the right word?
Stationary.
And in the desk?
Stationary. Yeah.
In the drawers?
You find a Gideon's Bible. You find a small, what appears to be a religious book with the symbol of the Frost Maiden of Icewind Dale.
Well, that's interesting.
Can I open the book and see if there's anything about ice dragons in there?
Do you want to do an investigation check?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a small book. You flip through, try to find anything about dragons. And it tells. You don't see anything immediate. Being a religious text, it doesn't necessarily have a history of Icewind Dale and its creatures. But you might be able to recall something with a history check.
Come on, baby. Damn it.
You know that they're at home in the snowy areas, and Icewind Dale has a lot of snow in it.
I'm gonna take because BigFellow's a robot. He could probably read books fast, right? I'm just gonna take the book out to him and ask him to read it.
I flipped through it like data on that episode of
Vision.
No, I flipped through it like data on that episode of Star Trek where they're at in that.
Yep.
Alright, so I guess I'll do investigation.
Yeah, you have a +7. That's good. Oh shit, not that. It was better than me.
It just seems to be a small book about the history and lore of Uriel, the Frost Maiden of Icewind Dale. Frost Maiden being a deity.
I hand the book back to Chaka. Nothing of interest.
Alright, I guess I just I try to put the book back carefully to make it look like nobody touched it.
All the pages are a bit frayed.
Ah! You read it.
They have machine grease on them.
No!
I mean,
Even
that's
that.
fair. That is
I like
fair.
that crime scene. Okay, I'm gonna go in Sylvan's room. Silene's room.
You're just gonna barge right in?
Yeah, dude.
Seems to be the nicest room you've looked through so far. It even has a private bath in an adjoining room. This, if you remember, is the young redheaded woman that is often seen flirting with Anders in the bar.
She doesn't like me. I know that.
You see a picture on one of the counters, a painting of a male human and a female elf. The man has like bright red hair, just like she does.
So she's part elf? What's her parents?
I don't
Do an
think.
investigation.
Or is that came with the room, like the Gideon's Bible?
You do investigate. You see the man kind of has the same freckle that she kind of has, but the eyes, the green eyes of the elf, she seems to share.
Okay. Should I look in the bathroom to see if there's any clues?
I mean, I feel like we're not going to find any big clues unless we decide to go into Helena's, and I do not want to do that.
You haven't opened up the drawer yet. That room.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm going back in. I'm gonna open the drawer.
You see a small journal with a lock.
Uh-oh. Read the journal's dreams.
Run out to BigFellow and ask if he can unlock the lock with his robot skills.
I have thieves' tools.
Yeah, these tools.
Yeah, these tools.
These tools.
Are you proficient with them?
I am proficient in thieves' tools, yes.
Wow.
Roll a d20 with proficiency, so add +2 to it.
Wait, what?
That was 2d20s.
Sorry.
I mean, 14's pretty good. Take that one.
I'll take the first one. 14 plus 2 will be 16.
Oh shit! Yeah, do that.
You already said it, Joey.
I'll take the
Go
first
take
one.
backseat.
Yep.
16.
So you're able to pick the lock on this journal.
What's it say? What's it say?
Read it, BigFellow.
Is it written in a language I can understand?
Open it up and let's see.
I open it.
And you're greeted with, and it seems to be in Elvish.
Does anyone read Elvish? Do I?
I speak Abyssal and Common.
Nope, I don't have Elvish.
I can.
Oh shit! Yeah, Verikan's still here.
He doesn't actually stay in this place, but you were kind of interesting. He stays at the other end, but
But you were interested in a little bit of breaking and entering?
no, it's just something seemed to be going on.
Yeah.
Read this journal, Verikan.
Okay.
Yeah, what's it say? You tell us. Forget Joey. You tell us what's in the journal.
Ooh, give me a second. It's mostly not about the Reavers,
Is it about romance?
but about herself.
It's a Harry Potter fanfic.
Yeah, it's My Immortal. We finally found the author, you guys.
What?
Yeah, it seems to be. You take a look at the last few pages, and it seems to be about how. Seems to be about Ander, the one of the bartenders. But it seems to be how she's trying to kind of get one over on him, trying to get her to trust him.
Doesn't look that interesting. Seems more like a romance novel.
Hmm.
You want to investigate further, then you can roll an investigation check.
No, he's not interested.
No.
Cursor advance.
All right.
Oh, I feel bad for making you guys look through these rooms.
Well, I still think there's probably some interesting things in Helena's, but again, I don't think we have the tools or the skills to successfully break in.
We got a map out of it.
We did get a map. We know that they are focused on the Icespire hold.
We know that they're spying on us.
That's true too. I think we
know that
probably.
they're obsessed with the Frost Maiden.
That's true as well. And, well, we already knew Silene was doing something with Ander. Just had to have vision
Let's
to
say
see that.
Ander's pretty cute in there a few times. But it seems like he's almost a mark.
Oh, I get. Okay. I should have picked up on that.
So it's not a romance novel?
Diary.
But I mean, she's trying to get something out of him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this has been very helpful. We have learned more. We have walked away with this experience with more knowledge than we had.
Just so you know, there is one more.
Oh, that's part of the person too? Brachus?
Yes.
I didn't remember his name.
Just
All right.
like, you hear some more snoring coming from this room because Big Al is staying there.
Big Al. All right, I'm gonna look for traps first because I'm not as brave. Hey,
Everyone's
rolling great.
Everyone's a heavy sleeper.
Rolling great. All right.
It seems like all the other rooms.
This one doesn't even seem to have a table or a desk.
It's like the bare minimalism.
I look under the bed.
This is the older man that Chaka rubbed the feet of that one night.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Okay. Do you want to look through this?
He
clearly have some sort of weird connection.
He told you some stories about the beginning of the Reavers, about how they started as like a petty gang of thugs, but eventually they earned a little bit more respect, becoming mercenaries. But they always had a certain reputation of being harsh.
So they started as thugs. Well, that doesn't surprise me.
And from what you've seen of them, some of them still are.
Yeah,
But
like Jabarl.
the orc biter.
He just bites orcs. Who does that?
You do see. Pretend there's a desk in the room because I don't know why there isn't.
Awesome. Then I want to look through the desk.
Pile of papers.
It's a Murphy desk.
It's dumb.
I do ask that we call it once we're done with this.
Okay. We can do that. Then
so
what
names
Ooh.
on these papers. But you don't recognize any of them necessarily. They're not people in town that you've heard of. But,
not a single one of someone from town.
They do have numbers attached to them, like payments, like escort, patrol duty, protection money.
But not anyone I recognize from this town.
No.
That is interesting. I think they're pulling this racket in other towns. I think these guys are just basically a mob. The mafia is what I mean. I want to open up the drawers of this desk and see if there's anything cool.
You open it up. You find he's sleeping in the cupboard. No.
Agatha all along.
You see, you don't see anything. You don't see anything of importance.
Boom.
You see some hotel shampoo.
He keeps it in the drawer? What a weirdo. I guess where else are you going to put it? All right. Okay. Well, I mean, that's still interesting to find out that they're running this racket multiple places. We got to do something about these guys. I'm not sure if they are just common thugs or if they have more bigger plans and dreams.
Perhaps we should give this information to Harvin. Maybe he could kick them out of town using his verily ways.
Well, that chart that you were looking at that had payments and stuff, is there any suspicious activity that's like recorded on it?
Yeah, does it seem illicit?
It's just names and numbers, but I don't recognize any.
You saw some things that seem like common things a mercenary may do, like escorting or.
I didn't realize it had a list of jobs.
Protection.
Okay.
But you also saw things like protection money and things like that, things that might be associated with thugs, and it seems to be seems to be the books, like
he's the accountant.
payments they've been earning around town. Like the dwarf said that the Reavers were charging for escort money on top of like out of their own pocket.
Yeah.
Like to take out of the profits that would go directly to the Reavers.
I would love to make a copy of these lists if that's at all possible. Because if we have their prices that they're charging, we could undercut them. All right?
I love it. And this should be easy to do. What is a letter other than just a map of words?
Yeah. If we don't even have to go to Harvard. If we have
time,
I would love to do
spend
this.
some time copying over the list if you want.
How long have we been doing this? Snooping through rooms?
Searching for at least an hour or so.
Okay.
Well, no one's come back.
Then I'm good with... I'm going to stand exactly where I am, because I can see Tobin if he comes out, and I can see the stairs. Although if anyone's coming up the stairs, they can also see into that room. But whatever,
Since
I'm
it's
looking out.
around midnight here. Should probably start wrapping up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm thinking, like, if we want the Reavers out of town, we don't have to necessarily go to the mayor. We could just undercut their jobs so that they'd leave of their own free will. It's like there's no money for them.
I like that idea. So yeah, I think where we're gonna leave the night is spend the time copying it, and when we come back next time, we'll see if we were able to copy it and then go have a long rest, or if we got interrupted copying.
I will say one thing that BigFellow notices that is interesting to him as he copies over the names. The town master said that the Reavers were being paid by the Miners Association for protection of the town, which they're not doing a very good job of. They all seem to not like the rain, so they spend all the time indoors. But you see no payment from the Miners Association on that list. You're not sure if it would be listed there, but all other sources of income seem to be there.
Okay. Very suspicious. I relay this information to the gang. And
Very suspicious.
Yeah.
Should we tell Murook that we did this?
Best let sleeping elephants lie.
I don't know. I mean, it might upset him. Let's just leave it alone. If he asks them, we'll...
You're all talking in the area here, but Tobin's door opens. And
Hello.
He looks at you, the pile of papers, all the doors open. He goes, "May I be of service?"
Yes, Reavers, Toblin.
Well, normally I don't approve of my rooms being searched, but given the circumstance, I never liked the Reavers staying here. They have a bad reputation.
We're beginning to see that.
Just make sure you leave everything in check.
Good point. All right, we got to go back and fix everything. At least shut the doors. Because apparently we left them all open.
Yeah. Thanks for not snitching on us, Tobin. You're a cool guy.
All right. I'm going to try to put the rooms back, and then I'm going to head out to my rubble house.
Hey, you have 4 perfectly good rooms right here.
Well, there's one.
I prefer it. I go out to the rain.
I'm glad this happened because I had some other ideas in mind for you to feel suspicious. But searching the rooms would definitely find some clues.
Yep. Perfect.
Let's out mob the mob, guys.
I love that idea. That is a good one. We can protect you, and it costs just a little less.
That's
Alright.
pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much contracting to a T.
Yeah. That's true. All right.
Thanks, guys. That's it.
That was a very fun one. I appreciate it, Joey. Thank you.
This has been an interesting game.
Good talking to everyone again.
Hopefully, see